Hey Capricorn, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing a bit of a general, whatever wants to come out kind of reading. I did do quite extensive readings last week for April. So if you haven't seen those, check those ones out. The weekly readings last week were April overview, and then we did have an all signs love reading, which was quite extensive as well. So definitely check those out if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate that, being such a small channel, and also running a competition at the moment as well. So if you want to enter into that, make sure you do leave a comment on one of the videos. We haven't actually had that many entries as of yet, and we are getting very close to drawing that. So do leave a comment now. You've got a good chance of winning. All right, Capricorn, we are using the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I have the Soul Connection, When Two Hearts Meet, Love Oracle, and the Lenormand deck we're using this week. We have the Red Hand Lenormand. Okay, so getting into it for you, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know right now? What is going on for our Capricorns? What does Capricorn need to know, please? I have this same card for Virgo. So if you've got strong Virgo placements, or you may be dealing with a Virgo, you might want to check that reading as well. We do have the ghosts of the past. Okay, the past returns for a time. So, typical Mercury retrograde energy. Capricorn, very, very affected at the moment by eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. So hopefully that starts to ease up for all the Capricorns, after the 8th. But with the eclipse season and the retrograde at the moment, astrologically, it is quite affecting, Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Cancer. So if you've got strong placements in those four, don't be surprised if it's affecting you a little bit more at the moment. All right, it's pretty much been from the full moon until after April 8th. It's probably going to be a little bit hectic, but the hecticness is all about transformation as well, and making changes in your life for the better long term. So we'll see where that sort of goes for us all. But this ghosts of the past energy, the past returning for a time, it definitely could be a person returning. We did see a person returning for Virgo. So if you're strong in the Virgo, it definitely probably is going to be a person returning. But it can also be a lot of other things, like it can be that energy of, a job opportunity you thought you lost, all of a sudden, bang, here it comes back around again. Other things coming back around again from the past. Sometimes it also talks about, things that you're looking back at past experiences, and those experiences are kind of coming back up in your life in a relevant kind of way, whether it be, something's happening where you're kind of like looking to the past to sort of learn how did I approach this last time? How should I approach this time? What worked? What didn't work? That kind of energy as well. We do also have the Witchy Sisters. That one is the Power of 3. So that's a very, very interesting energy. This can talk about quite a few things. Okay, so, with the 3 energy, quite a lot of the time we, especially in, tarot readings and otherwise, spiritual readings, we do see a lot of the time it can talk about third-party situations, the power of 3. So, 3's a crowd rather than 2's company. So it can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming, the 3 energy. But, in this particular deck, it does also refer to the law of 3, which, if you have been involved in, or know anything about witchcraft and things like that, it is like, the threefold law. It does talk about, all the energy that you put out into the universe comes back to you times 3. So if you put negative energy out into the universe, negative things happen for you, and vice versa. If you're putting positive things out into the universe, expect that in threefold. And also, I'm hearing here, things always happen in threes. Okay, so for some of you, we may be having 3 past things returning for you as well, which is, hectic. Come on, Capricorn, geez. But it also may talk about choices and decisions that you're needing to make. And with that sort of energy, we do see that the middle energy is usually the path that you're already on, but then you're being given these 2 other options. So for some of you, it definitely could be third party in that sense as well, where you're currently on this path, maybe currently with this person, and then you're being offered these other opportunities on either side of you as well. So we'll delve into this a little bit here, Capricorn, and see what that is all about, because it does feel as though this may actually be a little bit hectic for some of you. Okay, Capricorn, what is going on for our Capricorns? What does Capricorn need to know right now, please? Definitely going to need some clarification cards here, I think. Why are we being shown that third card, please? Why are we being shown that third and fourth card for Capricorn? Why are we being shown the third and fourth card for Capricorn, please? Okay, and is this... So yeah, okay. That's the ghosts of the past energy. What about the 3 witchy sisters energy, please? What's going on for Capricorn with the 3 witchy sisters? The power of 3 energy for Capricorn. What is that all about, please? Oh, okay. So for a lot of you, this is a person. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a person. Once again, like I said, it may actually be, you or this person may have strong Virgo placements as well. I did see a similar message in Virgo's reading. I just want to show you first. I want to talk about, I did just ask, about that 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3 energy, and I just want to go through that side of things before we move into the main draw I've grabbed there. So we do have the mirror, the moth, and the mouse. Okay, so that's our 3. All right, so 2 of these are you, Capricorn, and 1 of these is somebody from your past. Something or someone that stresses you out. You can't get them off your mind. It kind of eats away at your. It's been eating away at your energy, stressing you out a little bit here. Most likely somebody from your past. Judging on what I'm seeing elsewhere in the reading, I dare say this is a romantic past interest. And we're seeing 3 distinct energies here with these cards, okay? Because what I'm kind of seeing here is this is the mirror. This is kind of, it's kind of this energy of you I feel like this is a past version of yourself here, Capricorn. Looking yourself in the mirror and seeing, the harder aspects of yourself, your shadow self kind of stuff, seeing the darker sides of yourself, seeing the unevolved kind of sides of yourself, seeing the aspects of yourself that did mirror this person. Okay, so the aspects of, you and this past person may have actually mirrored each other in quite a lot of ways, had similar traits that, certain things about them triggered you because it, was reflecting traits within yourself, and certain traits you may have been triggering that person and reflecting back, some of their traits, that kind of energy here. But this, I'm really actually getting that this is like a past version of you, that you're kind of looking back in this mirror. You can see it's a very old-fashioned kind of mirror. This is kind of like your past. It's like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see this past version of yourself, and that's not actually who you are. You are this, Capricorn. You are the moth. You are you. It's hard to. It's a hard energy because the moth is still very drawn to the flame, and I'll get to why I'm saying that in a moment. But it is a hard energy. But you are a transformed version of yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not seeing how much you've changed and grown and transformed. You've been in this chrysalis. Back here in the mirror, you're looking in the mirror at a caterpillar. You're not looking at this moth. This is the three energy. This is, who you once were, who you are now, and who this person is. Okay, I don't feel as though there's been any change with that person. They are the same person that you were back here. But you're this. You're this moth now. You're a light seeker. You're a transformed version of who you once were. You're still looking in the mirror and seeing this caterpillar, and that's not who you are anymore, Capricorn. Which is why I'm seeing this other energy. I kind of feel this ghost from the past returning that still eats away at you. Firstly, we're seeing the clover and the candle. Okay, risky behaviors, impulsive behaviors. I kind of feel as though a lot of you know that this person is a risk to you. The moth is drawn to the flame, but the flame can also burn the wings of the moth. So it does feel as though that this person is a risk for you to be involved with this person. It's a risk to you. It's a risk to you in a lot of ways, I kind of feel, but most of all, it's a risk to the version of yourself that you are now. It's a risk that's going to burn away and take you straight back to the person that you were before. Usually the clover is good fortune, so it's interesting that I'm getting that message from that. The candle, I'm kind of feeling for a lot of you, this is unrequited kind of love. This is someone that you've burning the flame for this person. You've been burning, you've left that candle going for this person for quite a long time, and you've taken a risk by leaving that candle going for this person. We all know that don't leave a candle unattended. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here, that you've been burning this flame for this person for a very long time. And it's the next energy that concerns me, Capricorn, because I do feel as though you're drawn to this person. You're very drawn to this person. With that flame energy, it's like I'm getting that it may be a false flame. It may be, you feel a lot for this person. I feel like there's a part of you that feels that you will be burning a fire for this person forever, kind of energy, that you're willing to risk it all to burn in this candle energy, and you will. Like, I'm sorry, Capricorn, to be blunt, but from what I'm seeing here, that if you, because I'm kind of getting that, I am just intuitively sort of getting that, the past returns for a time. That's for a time. It doesn't talk about forever. You're wanting forever here with that candle. This person, their energy, because I feel like this next energy is theirs. We have the void and the chains. You can kind of tell it all just from the imagery. We see a black hole here. This person is darkness. They're bound. They're chained. They're it's a dark energy. It's not the light that you're seeking. It's not the light that you're seeking. With this, the moth tries to find light in this black hole. There's no light to be found. The moth just gets sucked on in and goes back to that past version of themselves. And then they get trapped and bound in that darkness with this person. This person, they haven't escaped their own darkness. They can't escape their own. I don't know whether they can't or they won't or they just haven't. We do see the octopus coming through to clarify that, as well as the snake. So clarifying this person's energy, we see the octopus, which is them, camouflaging this darkness, camouflaging this fact that they're stuck, they're chained to who they are. They're chained to this darkness. They're chained to the black hole within their heart. They're camouflaging that, and they may have hands in all multiple pots here. An octopus has 8 hands, right? So that's the tentacles. It can be a very slimy, slippery kind of energy as well, especially with that snake here. The snake is slimy and slippery as well. That the snake in its purest traditional form is deception. It's the snake that tempted Eve to eat the apple in the Garden of Eden. You're currently living in the Garden of Eden, Capricorn, and here comes this snake trying to tempt you to eat that apple. Are you going to eat the apple? There's a lot of temptation. You're definitely drawn to this person, and there's definitely temptation to surrender to the darkness with this person. I'm not going to lie, it's definitely there, but there's a lot of deceit coming from this person's energy. There's a lot of, they've got their tentacles all over the place. They're tricky, they're clever, they're sneaky, they're camouflaging their true intentions here. I'm just going to clarify, because that's what happens, if we, that person's energy. I'm just seeing that person's energy. I'm not seeing advice. I'm not seeing your side of things as much. I'm just seeing, the main thing I'm seeing from your energy is this candle, and the fact that this person is a big temptation to you, and that you want to jump in head first into this. Advice for Capricorn. Advice for Capricorn with this situation, please. The hard thing here is that in the long term, especially with that candle, in the long term, there is some sort of potential here. But I feel as though you can't control that, Capricorn. The underlying energy, we've got the mountain and then the moon, which is, emotions are the biggest obstacle here for this. We're needing the emotional obstacles to end in order to have a new beginning. And then we see that if we do have a new beginning, it's playfulness, fun, that new beginning, reciprocal giving. Once again, the double flowers, romance, and then the key for success. So in the long term, there is actually potential here, but we can't escape the fact of what is currently, that this person, their energy is just not right, Capricorn. It's and I'm not going to lie, I do see a lot of you falling for the temptation and ending up stuck and used and feeling cheated here. Alternate options for Capricorn. How does Capricorn get to the key energy? How does this person's energy how does this person's energy change? This person's energy changes via happiness, happy relationships, happy love relationships, heart energy. It's hard. This is a really hard one, Capricorn. Because once again, you have choices here. You have free will. You have choices. You can continue walking the path that you are currently on. You can choose the path to try to help this person, or you can choose the path to refute this energy altogether. It's just hard, Capricorn, because it's a fine line, and there's a very strong, maybe this is a warning. Don't allow yourself to get sucked down into that darkness. Don't allow this to put, you need to recognize your transformed version in order to deal with this energy. Some of you need to repeat this pattern and do this and learn from this. It's a hard energy. Like, I don't know what to tell you here, Capricorn. I'm seeing a lot of you choosing that. I'm seeing a lot of you choosing it. Choosing to be sucked into the darkness that you can't avoid. You're feeling as though you're willing to take the risk that you're going to get sucked in. And I don't know what to tell you, Capricorn. We'll get your love cards, okay? You may need to check your other placements here to get some more advice, because I'm at a loss, Capricorn. I don't know how to deal with this energy. I don't know how to help you here. Logic and reason. It feels like logic and reason aren't coming into play here. This is you. You may want to jump in head first because of things other than logic and reason. What does Capricorn need to know in regard to love, please? Challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Boundaries. Having sensible boundaries is important. So you still need to please take into account logic and reason, having set boundaries. Before this happens, Capricorn, sit down with yourself and put some boundaries in place of what are you going to do if this is the case for your personal scenario, please create some boundaries for yourself to protect yourself from being dragged into this energy. But we also have the heart. You begin to feel your heartbeat faster when you are close. Like, I can't deny this. You know, like a moth to the flame, Capricorn. Just be very wary that you may get burnt. Those wings may burn. Just be very careful here, Capricorn. Please try to consider logic and reason. I do feel as though your temptation to just follow your heart here and follow your feelings and you know, just fly straight into that flame. Just make sure you are aware that you know, logic and reason is still important, because, you know, logic and reason are telling us that if you fly too close to that flame, you are going to get burnt. Please check your other placements. Hopefully we can get some advice from and more information about this from, you know, your moon, your Venus sign. And I'm not having a go at any of you either. I'm a Capricorn myself. I'm not going to deny this reading myself. I'm going to accept that and look at that and for myself as well. Rough, Capricorn. It feels like there's a big warning here. All right, so be super careful, guys. Leave me a comment if you want to go in the draw for that personal reading, and hopefully I'll see you again soon, and we'll try for some more positive energy next time. Okay, Capricorn? Thanks.